Peace, family. It's God Body Twofold from Family of the Higher Self. Just finna keep hitting y'all with a little knowledge, you know what I mean? Go join the group if you're not already in it. Teach you how to vibrate at a higher frequency and how to utilize magic in your everyday life, because everything is involved with what they so-called magic, you know what I mean? So like they utilize magic against us with signs, which the signs project into our subconscious minds, like in our chakras. They in line with our chakras, and that sometimes they can overpower your chakras. So I'll be teaching that work also. That's a service that I do. Well, basically like McDonald's. If you look at the sign in McDonald's, you have the color yellow and the color red. And what these do is they in line with your chakras through your stomach, and also through your sexual organs, and when you ride past, for some reason, it just, you might not eat it, but it might play a part on your chakras when you ride past and you go look at it and you look at the sign and it's red and yellow and you just like, damn, I'm kind of hungry, And that is a form of how they utilize that magic upon your subconscious. If you pay attention to all these different symbols and signs, and in the business world, you have Popeyes. It has a red color also, which aligns with that chakra, So a lot of these different corporations, they know what they're doing. They know the magic that they're utilizing against us. So it's on you to kind of understand that they utilize different tools to place us asleep, but the conscious awareness is grown with all of us, So you have to take that and utilize it back against them, So I teach vibrating at that higher frequency, and I also teach the truth about the lower frequency spirits from what they call demons, which are really just a genius within inside of you. It's your reality is your perception, So if you can't perceive something right now, like me, I'm in the house right now, so my reality is not outside right now. Outside does not actually exist to me right now, because I'm living in the now, and my understanding is not outside to the point to where I can perceive actually what's going on out there. So only thing that exists right now is me being in my home, So it actually does not exist, And I teach people how to, let go of their past and create within the future or in the now, because the now is the most powerfulest portion of so-called time, because we all know that time is actually man-made, and the spirits, they work on their own time frame, you know what I mean? So it's time for us to kind of build on learning how to offer these services to our brothers, our sisters, so that they can be equipped. And the only reason I charge is because I have to make offerings to the spirits that I dwell with, and their help and their services towards me. Other than that, I would not even charge for my services. Plus, we give a life energy away. We give life force away. So that's another reason. We do readings, we do shell readings, we do numerology readings, we do astrological readings, we do tarot readings, we do demonic tarot readings. We kind of cover it all, Because I'm an initiate within Udon, I'm an initiate within Lakumi, I'm an initiate within Wicca, third degree, second degree dark magic, what we consider dark magic, which really is only the hidden magic, which is within yourself. It's not what everybody thinks it to be. They Christianize it because anything that was not formed in Christianity was actually demonic. It was evil, so-called. So since a Muslim was not a Christian, a Muslim was worshiping the devil, or they weren't making it to heaven. And since we all are endowed with weakness and we are all endowed with strength, the demons were so-called tempting us because it made us weak, or we were weak. But I will definitely teach all of us to how to quit weaknesses, the rituals that you need to do to endow yourself with strength and to be able to build. So that's what we'll cover. Like, some spirits require sacrifice or offerings. Others, you can create a sacred space within your house or in a certain area. And what you do is you project the type of energy in that one area within your house or outside, and you constantly go there daily. And every day you go there and you produce and project the energy within that corner or within that sacred space that you have. And you can always go to that area wherever you've done that, and you can take of that energy. And when you take of that energy, you can utilize that energy in your life to cause any cause. For positivity, you can go and sit there, and for some reason your thoughts, your patterns will change for the better in positivity. If you place dark energy there, you can go there and utilize the energy that is within you to create a cause to better yourself, because that is all black magic is. Honestly, black magic is only to create empowerment within yourselves. That's why they like, oh, the demons are bad and this, that, and the other, because they teach you about your weaknesses. They teach you to face your weaknesses. That's it. You can utilize them for doing other things, whether it's money, whether it's love, which love magic is really actually just lust. It's not love because you're forcing someone against their will. And you can also, do necromancy. You can do, which I would have to kind of teach you a lot about that to be able to just let you dabble in that. You know what I mean? So all the positive things within your life, the things that you're weak at, it's all about strengthening those things. We have a lot of people against us as us being coming from poverty, coming from the poor. They want us dead, period. So we have different entities that we have to face and we have to fight against. We are warriors. We must be warriors, because we can't just lay down and let anybody do anything. So, we must fight back and have the techniques to fight back. So that's what we teach. We teach those techniques to fight back, and force change. You know what I mean? So, you have different things that you can also possibly do, like, you could smudge with smoke, various plants, herbs, resins, minerals, you can speak with your herbs, because everything is endowed with energy. Everything is energy. The reason why you cannot penetrate your wall is because it is vibrating at a lower frequency, very low frequency, but it's still vibrating. That is why you're able to see it. You know what I mean? But when you understand your vibrations, you are able to penetrate through anything. That is why a wrecking ball, it goes, but it has a certain amount of weight also to it. And when it goes and it slams into the wall, it breaks it down because of the vibrational frequency. So now you must get endowed with this wisdom so that you can be able to, go through life and not be attacked by these corporations. Like we have Monsanto, who they are putting all these different chemicals within our foods and they're taking away a lot of the natural products, you know what I mean? Which through different alkaline diets or different plant-based diets, it makes us stronger, you know what I mean? Fasting and utilizing your focus is also a good way to, be able to become stronger in the physical. Strengthening yourself physically and strengthening yourself through metaphysics and utilizing your mind. And, just like this phone, the magic that they use within it, taking away your attention, taking away your perception, because you're actually giving them your perception of your reality by looking in the phone. It's like the black mirror, you know what I mean? And with the black mirror, you can see different spirits. They can project different things to you too. And if you notice how you can talk and think something and it just pops up on Google, you know what I mean? That's sorcery, that's magic. The different drugs that they have out here in the world, that's a form of alchemy, and with that alchemy, they know what it does to your brain. They know what these drugs do. They know what the alcoholic beverages do. They know these things, and they utilize them against you. So I endow you with the understanding to be your God self. Be those goddesses, be those gods, in this world, so that you could be able to produce and create a better environment, create a better outcome for yourself. You know what I mean? So like through invocations, invoking is when you call within spiritual force to assist you in a working that you might need to do. So you have to utilize the colors of the entity. You have to utilize the understanding of the entity. You must create within that to grow and utilize that towards whatever cause you might want to use. You know what I mean? So that way it's not just your energy, it's a spiritual energy also that is assisting you, because you can use too much of your life energy. So you have to be careful. That's why I teach the steps that I teach, and doing a reading before you do certain things, because if you're making a big decision, you want to be able to do or get a reading done so that you could be able to understand the outcome of that situation before you make that big decision and do it, So I'll be teaching the banishing, the rituals, the higher self rituals, the, let me see, smudging techniques, the cleansing techniques, the bath techniques, to gain whatever, from beauty to, a lot of mirror magic too. It's like beauty. Like a lot of women do it and they don't even understand that they do it. Like you could possibly have looking in the mirror and you're projecting within that portal and you're making yourself look so beautiful to yourself and you're loving yourself. And then you go out and then you get that compliment and you get those different individuals to say something to you, because You are projecting this. Your mind is a magnet which forces those things to come back. That's why you see the ripple in the water when you place in the water and you place that drop down, because as those vibrations go out, they come back in. So you want to be able to produce those positive vibrations to send them out and for them to come back in. Like if you wanted a lot of money, you have to give more. You know, the more you give, the more you receive those vibrational frequencies back. You know, and a lot of people don't take the time to do those things. You know, a lot of people don't understand the outcome of the universe and utilizing these different things. You know, we're not against any different traditions, none of that stuff. Like, it's good things in all things, and you must take those things out and compile them within yourself and become who you need to be for you. But I want to teach the protection to understand that you could be able to utilize these things to grow and manifest any desire in your life. Any desire. All it takes is direct focus, imagination, and understanding that through thoughts and words, you can save, you can create, and you can destroy, just as Noble Drew Ali said. He says, words save, create, and destroy, that's very powerful. And, you know, your words can cause someone to hurt. Your words can empower. And it's the same thing within your spirituality. Like, if you're down one day, you need to go sit in a zone in your place where of peace. Meditate. Go up to your higher self. Go up to your highest frequency of peace. I'll be teaching that. Where you go to your higher place. And in your higher place, you are able to grow. You are able to take down, back down here on earth, those positivities, those, and release those negative thoughts and energies. And mantras also are very beautiful, like affirmations, you know, are very beautiful also. You know, you can take those affirmations if you're having a bad day, and you can constantly send them over in your mind. Constantly send them over in your mind. Your mind is a program, and what they know about this program that is like the computer and is endowed just like it, is that through different things they can program your mind, through different symbols, through different signs, subliminal messages, all these different things, you know, and they're programming your mind for you. So you must take that time to reprogram your mind for what you want. So if you want to stop smoking, you tell yourself in your head, you do a ritual. You tell yourself in your head, I'm not a smoker. I'm not a smoker. Smoking makes me sick. This, that, and the other. And this is how you change your desires. This is how you change your understanding and reprogramming this computer right here, you know, to grow and become that individual that you want to be. You know, it's not nothing that you cannot achieve at all. And the Europeans, what they did teach was that we should look outside of ourselves for these different gods and these different goddesses and these different things, like the computer that we have today. It's outside of ourselves, but it's a carbon copy. It's a copy of the mind. That's it. You know, just as well as a thought comes in, then as that thought comes in, just like you're typing in Google, then you get results. You know, so it's the same difference. You know what I mean? Even the car is made as a body. Like everything, if you pay attention to how their system over here in America is designed, is just like the body. You know, so once you understand that everything is within your perception, everything is within the mind, the all, you know, we are just these different projections. And through these different projections, we can understand more things about ourselves. Like, you always want to clear bad air. You want to clear negativity from coming in your house. And there's different ways that you can do that. You want to clear the little psychic attacks. You want to clear and keep the temple of the body as pure as possible. You know, by doing different techniques. You know, majority of the things that we take in our bodies are poisonous to us, from the foods to the different things. So I want to endow within our group the rituals to stop these individuals that are of these higher corporations and higher parts of power, because their power is not as powerful as us. We just haven't been programming our minds and utilizing our powers to stop them. We're just letting it go. You know, but we have different lawa, we have different orishas, we have different spiritual forces. We have even the Chinese spirits, even the Indian spirits. We can utilize the power of all these entities, your ancestors, you know, and utilize these powers to help change this world, to change these situations of the mass shootings, the mass incarcerations, all these different things. But it will take a lot of different minds to come together and focus on the same thing through meditations to change these outcomes. You can go in dreams, you can go in other people's dreams. In the dream state, you can change different situations. You know, you can see a animal and turn it into a steak in your dream. When you start understanding that you can change your dream state, you become more powerful in this realm. That's why a lot of meditation on different things. Like me, I do meditations upon going into the hospital, healing others of their diseases, and changing frequencies in different situations. You know, seeing more homeless people have homes. You know, changing the outcome within these conditions, within these lives. So I just already know what we can do on a mass scale because I've done it. You know, vibrated mantras while I'm meditating in a positive state to change the outcome to different situations and stuff. You know, so like family of the higher self is the group. You know, so you know, you guys want to join, want to learn. You want the different services, the different rituals, you know, that we teach. We have different, you know, price ranges and stuff. I have different queens that's so endowed with wisdom also. And it's just not me. It's a family thing. It's a love thing, you know. And I'm glad and blessed that I got with a couple kings and got with a couple queens that we can change the outcome within these realities that these people are trying to play on, which they will not be successful at. We have too many goddesses, too many gods, period. So, you know, I'm just leave you guys with this, you know, and you know, check out our group, Family of the Higher Self, on Facebook. You know, we'll put more videos up here and stuff, you know, have one of the queens spit that knowledge on here, you know, and peace and blessings, family, you know, love, vibrate high.